Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Fellow Toastmasters, judges, distinguished guests, and that guy. I want to talk to you today about attitude. Now, when I talk about attitude, my definition is not my definition of attitude is the attitude that you take when you are pursuing your goals, your purpose. It's not just enough to be inspired. It's not just enough to decide to start something. You have to decide to continue. You have to find what it is that makes you want to continue to run to your goals. When I was really young, I was a fat kid. My dad, being a champion bodybuilder at the time, was concerned about his son being a little tubby, a little ball there. So he'd say, come on, let's go out into the playgrounds. Let's go play. I'm like, Dad, no, I don't want to do that. Transformers is on TV, I want to watch. Or, no, Dad, I'm playing my computer game, leave me alone. Got a high score here. And then I'd lose. It didn't get much better. By the time I was 23, I was 215 pounds. I had a 43-inch waist like this, like a pregnant water buffalo about to give birth. I remember washing the dishes in my parents' house. Guys, always wash the dishes. I hear my mom walking behind me. I hear her footsteps stop, and I hear her say, "This is the woman who's supposed to love me." She said, "My God, your bum is as big as a fat woman." Thanks, Mom. But I needed to hear that. And I knew that I needed to go out there and lose this weight, get healthier, right? But I didn't want to go to the gym. I didn't want to be, those buff guys trying to compensate for their manhood. I didn't want to be sweaty on a treadmill. What was I going to do? I heard yoga was a decent way to lose weight. It's a great way to stretch. You strengthen your core. It's a lot of good stuff. And I figured, best of all, I'm Indian. We invented yoga. Come on, this should be a piece of cake, right? I go into a yoga class, and the sign says, beginner's yoga. Remember that? The sign said beginner's yoga. I go in, and I realize there's no such thing as a beginner's yoga class. The teacher, as one of her first instructions, gets us to sit on the mat, and then say, take your leg, put it behind your head. Lady, I can't even see my feet. But I try it anyway. And I hear the teacher walking around the class going, there's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong. There's no, Ravi, what you're doing is wrong. That was my first and only yoga class. A friend of mine suggested, why not try dancing? I thought, oh, this is a win-win-win. Dancing is a great way to meet girls, great way to lose weight, and you get your groove on, drop it like it's hot. I go to the Arthur Murray Dance School. They are the premier dance instructors in North America. And I go to a ballroom dancing class, my first and only ballroom dancing class. The one thing you have to realize about ballroom, salsa, tango, these traditional styles of dances is that you have to be really close to your dance partner. You have to be able to be this close and control motion. My instructor, bless her heart, tried, but she ended up looking like this because it was like she was trying to hug a tree. Now I'm at the end of my rope. What was I going to do? I'm sitting in a food court, eating noodles, some deep-fried goop. And I'm talking to a friend of mine. I'm just crying my heart out. And she goes, look, why don't you just come with me? She took me to a local gym. I'm like, look, I don't want to go here. I just told you this. I don't want to, I'm not compensating for anything. Come on. She says, no, look, just try me. She puts me on a treadmill. And I'm just like, okay, what am I doing here? I hear beep, beep, beep. Oh, okay. I got to run. And she puts it at some moderate pace. She goes, can you talk? I'm like, yeah, I can talk. Barely. She goes, can you sing? I'm like, no. And I'm not going to. She goes, that's good. I do this for 4 minutes. And then I hear beep, 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 beep. She had me running, she had me sprinting for a minute. I'm like, what was that? And she goes, look, just keep doing it. I'm like, you're lucky you're my friend. Within 15 minutes, it hits me like this. Runner's high. Have you ever had it? Yes. Runner's high is when your body burns off all the carbohydrates in your body and starts using fat as its fuel. That's why it's called runner's high. You start feeling warm. You start feeling energetic. You start feeling like anything is possible, and it is. When you hit runner's high, you can go on for ages. I went on 45 minutes in addition to that 15, for 45 minutes more. I was on that treadmill. I didn't want to get off. And that's when it hit me. My attitude turned around like that. I would make a point, get up, 6 in the morning, have my breakfast, hit the gym. And then I would race streetcars, I would race buses to see if I could get to the stop before them. And I went from, I'm not kidding, 215 to 150 pounds in 6 months. I went from my mom going, my God, your bum is fat, to, what are you taking? It's all in the attitude. Mr. Toastmaster.